What is up, my friends? So, the floor is lava. Don't touch the floor right now, wherever you are. Anyways, Netflix is at it again because Too Hot to Handle was just something that came at the right time when people were stuck at home and they had nothing else to do. So, they were just pretty much scouring the internet or their streaming services for something to watch. Came Too Hot to Handle, and it was a huge success. Backing it up as well was Tiger King because people just wanted something. And in times like these, when things seem to be dark, it seems to be bleak, and all of this, it's just a good thing to see sometimes things that are, like, I wouldn't say meaningless, but they pretty much take your mind off of more serious issues. And Netflix is here to introduce to you The Floor is Lava. And The Floor is Lava is basically a game show where you can't touch the floor and you have to get through an obstacle course to an end, and you pretty much win. So, this is something that was a huge viral sensation a couple of years ago, where out of nowhere you were playing with your friends, and whenever they said the floor is lava, you had to stop touching the floor. You got on a car, you got on some chairs, whatever was around you, don't touch the floor. And Netflix seems to have made that show. I really want to believe they made this like back then, and they were like, you know what? Don't release that. Don't release that shit. But with everything that's happening currently, with productions halted, with their TV shows, their movies, and all of that getting delayed, I believe Netflix has a vault of shows that they can pretty much whip out and be like, put it on, put it on, put it on. And with shows such as Ultimate Tag and Holy Moly, it looks like this sort of feeling of wanting to see these type of shows where we see people in insane situations doing ridiculous things, and just lighthearted fun is the way to go. So it sort of brings you back to those days of Double Dare 2000 on Nickelodeon, maybe American Gladiators, all of that. And it definitely eases. I really do think that these type of shows will really get your mind off things and just relax, mindless fun. And I think Netflix is winning at that. I really do think that they know where they're capitalizing, what they need to do. They throw in little gems here and there, and then they throw in these things right there that is pretty much could be for anyone. And like I said, with 365 days, Netflix has gotten to that point where they know they have all of these beautiful, magnificent shows that is a rock solid foundation for them. And no matter what they throw at you in between those shows, you're still going to be there because you're going to wait for those new seasons, wait for that new movie, wait for that sequel, whatever it is. And in that moment, like in between, they'll throw these random things for you to just watch and see how it goes. And we know that they pretty much count their views in a way where even if you watch just a little bit of it, that's one view. And it keeps going up and up. And when they present these numbers out, they pretty much come out on top. And Flora's Lava is one of those because let me tell you, everybody I know was curious to check it out and they checked it out. And so it's pretty smart of Netflix to do it this way. So Flora's Lava definitely is a way for Netflix to see exactly how far can they go with things. How much content do we need to make? What type of quality content? And do we need to take so much time in it? Or can we just pump it up and dump it out there for you? So it should be interesting to see what happens after this. The floor is trending number one. The floor. The show is trending number one on their top 10 list. I don't know if that's curated or if that's made by Netflix or if that's actually based on viewership, but nonetheless, it's in the eyes of everybody there, and people are going to check it out because you probably wonder in the back of your mind, this show is number one. Why is it? I want to check it out. So, I talked so much about that I didn't even get to what the show is about. So, basically you have teams and they compete. It might be different settings, which is something that keeps the show going, is seeing the different settings. It could be a kitchen, it could be a bathroom, and they have these weird like type of scenarios, and they have to get through the next side of things without touching the floor ever. So the floor is pretty much gone, and you have furniture and all of that, yet you have to go through. It could be in the ceiling as well, and under you is just like lava. Of course, ain't gonna be real lava because Netflix don't want that lawsuit. But it is a red, bubbly water that looks like it probably can be a little warm as well. and it's pretty funny. It's pretty goofy and wacky, just seeing how people get through this. And it's like I said, it's just a light-hearted time. And I mean, I'm over here making a video talking about it because that's how interesting I thought it was. And I mean, maybe Netflix did what they needed to do and just have people talk about how insanely wacky this show is, so other people will check it out and it's going to boost the numbers. So kudos to you, Netflix. I'm pretty curious to see what comes next. I mean, could you imagine like extreme planking or something like that were to show up? That would definitely be something interesting. I mean, planking can be pretty edgy, I feel, if you're doing it all over. So who knows? Who knows what's coming next? I mean, shows like American Ninja Challenge and all of that just show us that people do still love to see these sort of physical shows where we see people show off what they can do. And I think when you add something as wacky and as random as the floor is lava, then you have a pretty much good hit on your hands. So let me know what your thoughts on the floor is lava. What do you think? Do you think this show could actually come back for a season two? Is something I see people talking about, because I could definitely see it coming back for a season two, no doubt about that. I also do think that the show itself is something that Netflix is teasing about what's coming for the summer and the randomness they're probably going to be releasing with all of the stuff that has happened lately. Yeah, I think that this is definitely something that they could do, pre-recorded shows like this. So yeah, you let me know what your thoughts are on this show. Do you think that mindless entertainment like this is definitely the way Netflix should go about things, especially with them losing a lot of shows, a lot of movies, and more to come in the future with new streaming services propping up every like other like month or so? It is definitely going to be time for Netflix to make more stuff to fill up the content that they lose. And I think that them just introducing these type of shows that really don't require much and are pretty easy to pump out is the way for them to fill those gaps up, when they also know that they have solid foundations in series and movies that pretty much get tons and tons of viewership out there. Because if you look at it, Netflix is big shows whenever they get released, always trending on Twitter, and that's something that gets Netflix more viewership, more people logging in, more people subscribing, and then they can just release everything else. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about The Floor is Lava. Have you checked it out? Have you not? Are you going to check it out? Have you seen people really talk about it? I've seen people talk about it on Twitter, but I believe after this week, more and more people are going to check it out, because today was the first time I actually saw it trending at number one. And I found that interesting because I didn't expect that. So, anyways, let me know your thoughts about that below. And do you think we're getting sort of into a time like the 80s and the 90s where we had these shows such as I said, Double Dare, American Gladiators, and stuff like that, where we have more of a physical thing going on, especially in the digital world we're in today? I think people really like to see these type of shows, and I think that they are definitely going to be making a big comeback in the coming months, maybe even years, with the world changing as we see it every day. So anyways, let me know your thoughts about that below. And I just made a 10-minute video on Floor is Lava, so that was pretty interesting, right? But in the comments below, my friends, let me know what you would want to see be the next big thing of these internet meme type challenges. I mean, Floor is Lava, the Tag Me Challenge, miniature golf. I mean, I told y'all, planking for me definitely is the one. But what else could you see them trying to turn a meme into a whole ass show? Let me know below, because it looks like other networks like Hulu, they could go ahead and do something like this. As always, that's going to do it for me. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell for notifications so you know when a video drops. Got a ton of videos coming for you today, and make sure you check all of them. There's a video on Doctor Doom. There's a video on the new Suicide Squad game that is rumored to be coming from Rocksteady, and so much more this week, as well as Dark. So make sure you tuned in here for all the things you love about pop culture. But that'll do it for me. Stay safe, stay positive. If you're still listening, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, make this video a thumbs up, Click on the bell for notifications. Check out the videos on the left. And stay safe, stay positive.